All right, today's the day.
Yeah.
What's happening?
We're incubating some eggs.
Which kind of eggs?
Sussex and a couple others, just for fun.
Just for fun. We collected 20 Sussex eggs. What are your Sussex? They're Coronation Sussex and Light. Light Sussex and Coronation Sussex. Here they are. I better not lift them all up at once.
Oh man.
Here they are. That's what their little eggs look like. Smaller eggs, but huge chickens, great dual purpose birds. We enjoyed the one that Mommy cooked up, was delicious. And so we're gonna hatch out a bunch of these. The males will be our meat birds, the females, maybe both.
So the reason why I didn't want to use a broody hen is because the Sussex were egg eating, so I didn't trust really the other chickens. And we could hatch more. We didn't have to go like 5 at once and then keep working our way up.
We were talking about whether we should incubate them or have a hen hatch them out. And the CEO, the chief egg officer, said, you know what? I want to keep them laying during the peak of the season. If we have one go broody, she won't be laying for a long time. So I thought that was a good call. So here we are. We're gonna do.
Lost all our bannies. We lost them, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. This is the Genesis. Is that what this brand is?
Yeah.
So this is the Genesis, and it's our first time using it. I don't know. Can you get this on Amazon? Link below if we can. Link below. It seems really cool. It's set up very easy.
So now we just start putting the eggs in?
Yeah, let's put the eggs in.
Talk about her.
We're using a plug-and-play hygrostat. That is a device that will set the humidity exactly right through this whole incubating process. Chicken eggs you want in the setting mode to be at 45 to 55% humidity, and then at hatching mode you want it 55 to 65. So that little device, you just fill it with water and you set it to the percentage you want, and it will keep that incubator at the right humidity the entire hatching. So this is exciting. That thing's gonna turn the eggs, keep them humid. We can look through the glass above. It's a really nice little setup here. Was that your mom's? Her mom had that incubator and all this equipment. She left it here when she moved, so we're seeing, it's our first time using it. We'll let you know how we like it. I'll have links below to it if I can find it, but yet to be, it comes highly recommended, we'll say that.
We went with the styrofoam one instead of, we do have a different one. We have two other ones. A Brinsea that is a little smaller, only fits like 8 eggs.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a bigger batch than that. And we have another one that is kind of old school. When I was at home, my family used it to hatch eggs. Still has the motor and everything, but incubators have come a long way in 25 years. And I like the styrofoam in this because the last time we incubated eggs, we used the blue one. We're like, all right, now's a good time to incubate. It was spring, the power's not gonna go out, there won't be any storms. I bought expensive eggs to hatch, and the power ended up going out an insane amount of times, like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
And every time I'd have to like throw some blankets over that little incubator. This one's styrofoam, so it should keep the heat even if the power does go out. Here's hoping.
How do you feel about having chickens in your kitchen?
Oh, once they're hatched, we'll move them out of here. They're eggs. I have eggs in my kitchen all the time.
Truth. He's cooking eggs right now.
Eggs in the kitchen.
That could have been their
siblings.
After I set up the hydroponic in the sunroom, I think Kay just gave up
I did.
regulating where the food is going to be grown in the house.
I did.
She was like, all right, well, that's the first room people see in my house. Why not have animals and plants in all the rooms?
Yep.
Not all the rooms. All our little seedlings are sprouting nicely. We will soon be able to have more. Got some spinach, that's a first. Spinach, and then we have arugula and mescalin. Oh, this is arugula here. A lot more going into the cracky hydroponic garden. Soon. And these guys are getting close to actually being harvestable. I got a few new cans painted, or jars painted. Lots of progress. Lots of progress. We are about to head out to do the morning chores, but first it's time to do our Camel Train shout out. And today's Camel Train shout out goes to Tim. Tim Zapata Elias is today's Camel Train member. And I want to tell you a little bit about what Tim's up to in actually his YouTube channel. Tim and his wife homestead in Lake County, California. There are homesteads in California. They have rabbits, chickens, and ducks on their homestead. All great animals to have on a homestead. They are applying permaculture principles on their 3+ acre homestead to be more regenerative and reduce waste. And you can check out what they're doing at their brand new YouTube channel. If you click right there, that'll take you to the YouTube channel. Look for the pig. That's all I'm gonna say. Look for the pig. So thanks so much, Tim, for being a supporter of the Homesteady Camel Train. You personally watching cannot join the Camel Train anymore, it's sold out, but you can become a Homesteady pioneer. Like Tim, you can join me for live shows. Tim has joined us for many of the live recordings, which we'll be getting back up soon, as soon as I move back into the studio, which I can. Big news on that soon. So the live shows will commence and you can join me for those. So consider clicking there, becoming a pioneer. Now let's head out to do the chores outside.
Is she fighting with Ladybug?
No, they don't fight, just kind of try to breed each other. They do. I've been watching Luna, kind of waiting for a bleed off. I knew you were gonna do that. I've been watching Luna, expecting her to have a bleed off soon because I'd like to get her bred back. So I've been watching, haven't seen it. According to what I thought it would have been last week I'd see a bleed off. Actually, I was expecting the beginning of this week a bleed off. But I noticed today she's been having some clear mucus. So I kind of became suspicious, like, all right, is she coming into heat now? I went behind her and she was not moving away at all. Then I left her out with Ladybug, and right away she went to mount Ladybug. Okay, she's coming into heat, that's a good sign. I said, Ost, why don't you try it, Ost, see if she'll stand for you. Sure enough, she stood for him. That's not a definite sign in my book. He's very attractive. And I'm sure any cow would stand for him, no matter what point in her cycle she is. But then Ladybug went to mount her, and she stood for her. So, if she stands for Ladybug and Austin, I know she's ready. And the rule is, if they're standing in the morning, you breed in the afternoon. If they're standing in the afternoon, you breed the next morning, which means our AI guy will hopefully be here this afternoon, and we'll try to catch her on a natural cycle. Exciting.
What are bleed offs?
After they
I'll go
release
demonstrate.
an egg.
You got that?
Oh yeah, it's perfect. You guys are gonna pull something out there.
I was gonna demonstrate, but Ladybug did it for me.
Ladybug got in there before you.
Ladybug just did it for me. She's
right.
definitely standing.
Oh yeah, this is great.
But let me demonstrate how to test it as a person.
I'll be so
First, I'll show you on Ladybug, who will not stand for me.
She will not stand for this. That's a good way to test if you don't have another cow or a steer or a bull, if your cow's coming into heat. If she's bawling, you're starting to see a little mucus, check. If maybe she's going to mount you and you're wondering, is she ready to be bred? Try to mount her and see if she stands for you.
So I just jumped up, you just kind of jump up on the back of her there. As you can see, Ladybug just real quick, like, whoa, get away from me, buddy. Luna didn't move.
Yeah.
So it just takes a second. All you need to see is she ready? And seems like Luna's ready. So we might not have to do any shots.
Yeah, we've never, we tried to catch Ladybug on a natural heat last time and it didn't work out.
It was hard. Ladybug's a hard heat to tell.
You know what it is? Because we had them together, it was very hard to tell who was coming into heat. The one who's standing for it, but they would just be like back and forth, back and forth. It was really hard to see who was standing. But now that Luna's been separate and I can keep a closer eye on her, hopefully our timing can be a bit better.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get this one.
Now I gotta text my AI guy.
Okay, get him here. Got a fun project today with my boys.
We're gonna put some rubber flaps at the end of these doors.
But it's moving.
That's okay, jump in.
What do you think, dude?
I'll sit like this. I'll see if I can make it go.
This looks like one of those viral YouTube videos in the making. I'm really torn. If I just bury that thing a little bit in the ground to keep it from rolling away, it'll be stronger if I don't cut it. I could cut it in half and have two like half shells. But if I leave it together and then just put a bunch of hay on the inside to fill up the floor so it's good warm bedding, that's like a perfect little shelter. So we're trying to figure out, I don't know, I've never used a black corrugated pipe for this. This is a new one for me. So we're trying to figure out what's best. You know how to do those?
No.
We got a, I'll tell you the story.